Live from Cleveland, Ohio, is inside the Saxman studio with your host, Saxman Russaw. Tonight's guest will be Prine, very good friend of mine. Now here's your host, Saxman.
Good evening, everyone. This is your boy Sax, and this is another episode of Inside the Saxman Studio with your boy here, Saxman. Hello, how's everybody? This has been a trying week for me. Really crazy, tiresome, hot. I don't know if any of you guys been suffering from the heat like I have. I've been in the uniform all day, and bulletproof vest and the gun and getting out and running after people, just crazy. But not just that, but there's been a lot of other buzz going on in the news, all on social media, a lot of crazy stuff. But I might talk about it, then again, who knows? It all depends on my studio guest tonight. My boy Perry is going to talk about some things that's heavy on his mind. And I told him he can come on the show, he can bring it out, he can say what he wants. I don't care. It's free for all Friday. If you want to talk shit, he can do it. So without further ado, my boy Perry. How you doing, Perry?
Hey, Zach. Pretty good, bud.
Welcome to the show,
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
Have a seat there.
Sure. All right.
All right. Now, what's on your mind tonight, Perry?
You know, with all this COVID stuff going on, and you know the racial stuff going on, makes you worry. You know, at least I do. And you go on social media, and it's bad. I mean, you know, everything you see it, everybody's just being nasty to each other, and you know that's how you see people beating each other up and violent protests.
Yeah.
And I've noticed, and it wasn't once or twice or even 10 times. This has happened 20, 25 times to me. When I'm getting coffee in the morning, I go see my coffee girls. I've been going there every day for 5-6 years probably.
Really?
Yeah, at BP. And my girls, you know, they're just, hey, Mr. P, how you doing? And, you know, we're good. And they're both people of color, and I don't care. Who gives a shit, you know? And I don't.
Right.
But I've been noticing ever since like the lockdown or the quarantine, whatever you want to call it, with this COVID stuff, people of color have been being more nice to me. You know, I mean, not that people aren't nice to me, but I've noticed it, and it's actually
They've been nice to you?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, not that people aren't nice to me, but it's just
That's amazing, because everything I've been seeing on social media, white people been getting beat the fuck up.
right. And
so he lucky, I guess, because you here in Cleveland.
right.
So if you'd have been in them other cities where you see them all on social media attacking old and young white people, just attacking, beating them down.
But like I was saying, yeah, it could be something as simple as holding the door for me. I do it, you know. I'm, you know, human. You know, if I see you coming in, hey, let me hold it. That's just how I was raised. You know? And it used to not happen. You know, I mean, people they would just, all right, come on in, whatever, you know. But now it's hold the door. It's small talk. They'd ask me how my day's going, and like I'm saying, man, it wasn't once or twice. This is really.
These are normal black folks, or these are thugs? Which one is it?
It's all types.
All types?
So, yeah, I mean, and it's like, I think maybe part of it, maybe it's they're trying to protect me and from touching the door. That could be it. I don't, or just I don't know. But it's what I'm saying is all this shit you see on social media. That stuff is poison, man. And Facebook's an addiction. I'm telling you. And it's just not. It's not really true.
It's also not only just an addiction. It's a way to change people's mind, or to push a narrative whether it's positive or false or negative. They use social media to do that.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why I try to always keep it 100, keep it real, especially with my audience, about anything, because social media can spin shit out of control.
Right. Oh yeah.
And you don't want to follow nobody who's making like the situation that happened in Detroit.
Yeah.
Where the special unit was going to arrest this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was walking with a friend and a girl. They was interested in only getting the one guy. They weren't thinking about the other guy and the girl. They was there to arrest the one guy. He had a warrant out for triple homicide.
Okay.
Right? And they went to go arrest him. They all swarmed in to arrest the one guy. Well, the other guy backed up with the girl, said to one of the officers, "You're not about to take my man." Went in his pocket, pulled out a gun, and shot at the police. It's all on video, Perry.
Right.
Shot at the police several times.
Right.
They returned fire and shot and killed him. Do you know the neighborhood came out and spent it the other way, said that he was unarmed, minding his business, had his hands up, and was like, "I give up." All complete lie. If it wasn't for multiple angle cameras catching the whole thing, including body camera, the neighborhood would have believed that bullshit.
Right. And
Because that's what's going on now. It's bullshit.
So when they found out what happened, what was the end result?
They still lied. The one girl, I think his sister, somebody came on and said, "Oh, that's a lie. He wasn't doing anything. He was minding his business. He wasn't doing anything. He had his hands up. And he didn't shoot nobody. He didn't have a gun." When the video clearly shows him go in his pocket, pull it out, point it straight at the cop's head,
Right.
and fired at him. Luckily, he was a bad shot.
If he's point blank and he misses.
Point blank and miss. He was a bad. Maybe it was Hollywood sideways. You know, that ghetto thug shoot sideways. Good. I would rather go up against a gunman like that any day. and missed. And they returned fire because they're trained to shoot.
Right.
And got him.
Right.
And the neighborhood came out and rioted and protested behind that crap. And the guy was completely wrong. His friend was down handcuffed. His friend gave up. His friend said, "Okay, you got me." The other guy was like, "No, fuck that. Bam, bam, bam." And they came out and talking about, "Oh, that's not true. That didn't happen." Well, luckily we had it on video.
Right. Yeah, this stuff with the police brutality and especially when you see it like on the media, first of all, show me the whole situation. Don't show me what you want me to see.
Right.
Let me see all the footage from start to finish.
From start to finish.
And yeah, tell me the truth. And then let me make my judgment and assumption.
Well, did you see, Perry, the one video on Facebook that's spinning around out here about the guy who was in the car? The cops, the state patrol stopped him. It was a female that stopped him first. Said she smelled marijuana in the car. He was like, "Ain't no marijuana in the car, get away from me." So she goes back to call for backup. He run his plate, his registration expired, driver's license suspended. So now you're driving dirty and you out here getting smart with the police. Now what do you expect supposed to happen?
Right.
And they smell marijuana in the car. What do you expect supposed to happen? "Oh, it's okay, black man. You're a black man, you can go."
Right.
Right. That's supposed to happen?
Yeah, that's...
No, well, he ended up getting smart. He had his phone, and he was refusing to get out of the car. So they nicely unhooked his safety belt.
Right.
It was like, "I'm going to count to 3. He said, and the cop was like, "Hi," to his phone. "Y'all about to see this guy get his ass whooped." He said that.
I want to see that. I want to see that link.
It's on. Matter of fact, man, that shit was funny. And he got snatched out the car, and everybody went crazy, and the cop got in trouble for it. Here you guys driving dirty.
Right.
And refused to get out the car, and the cop helped you out. Now the cop's in trouble. You get to go bye-bye, whatever.
Right.
You know, that's arrogant.
Why would the cop be in trouble? We didn't do anything.
Because he snatched him out by his neck and grabbed him out. Okay.
Yeah.
He lived.
Right.
The cop didn't kill him. He lived. Hello.
What is he supposed to do?
What are you supposed to? How you supposed to get him out the car?
Right.
What if he tased him? Y'all have complained about him tasing him.
Right.
You can't win.
Right. Yeah.
Cops cannot win today. That's why they had that blue flu in Atlanta and all them other cities.
Right.
They all just left. They said, fuck it. You don't want the police. You want to defund the police. You want to dismantle the police. You don't want us. We back off. And what happened? 104 people shot in one weekend. New York. I forget how many were shot in New York. A bunch.
Right.
Atlanta. Shot up like a motherfucker. All these states that don't want the police, when the police backed off, it was murder, shooting. Because there's nobody there to stop them.
Right.
So that lets you know that these people here who's asking for cops to go away are dumb. They don't realize, just like I use the analogy of you got the sheep and you got the shepherd. The shepherd's job is to protect the flock, right?
Right. Sure.
From the fox and the wolves.
Right.
Well, imagine all the sheep getting together and huddling and decide to go over to the owner and say, hey, look, we don't want the shepherd no more. We good. We don't need the shepherd no more. And they get rid of the shepherd. Now what? The fox and the wolves come in and start eating up all the sheep. It's dumb. What you do is you get rid of all the wolves first. Right. So you have a reason for not needing the shepherd.
Right.
You don't have a reason to not need the shepherd these days. Right. Because crime is out of control.
I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Oh, it's going to get worse. It has been getting worse. The summer's not over with. The holidays are not over with.
Right.
All right. It was a lot of domestic violence and attacks and everything during the COVID.
Right.
People's at home. Normally, I don't be around you that much. You go to work, I go to work. We come home, maybe we separate or whatever. Now we're around each other all motherfucking day. We're looking at each other like, God, I can't stand your home. And they were fighting with a lot of domestic stuff. So when you put people in the same environment that hate each other, that don't know how to de-escalate, they want the police to de-escalate, but civilians don't know how to de-escalate.
Right.
Just like the one couple coming out of the store, they was going to get some food. It was a white couple, man and woman.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out to go, accidentally bumped into 3 women. It was a young 15-year-old and her mom and somebody else. And she bumped into her accidentally. Oh, this was one of my callers that I always call in all the time. Let's see what's up with him. Yeah, what's going on down in Austin, Texas?
Nothing, just getting hot, that's all.
What you getting hot? It should have been hot like this all summer.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's all that's been going on. Is it's getting hot.
Right, so you ought to be used to it, motherfucker.
Please, man.
What's going on?
I'm not complaining. I ain't complaining.
What? So what's happening down there?
Ain't too much going on, man. Everything's pretty much been calmed down, man. I mean, we ain't really the protesting and all that other good
They
stuff.
still protesting? They still?
Well, they protest on and off, like you were saying earlier about the funding police stuff like that. But
yeah.
They really, other than that, there's really ain't been too much other stuff going on. That other stuff has calmed down.
Have they got mad about the latest shootings that happened with the guy? They shot him. He pulled a gun out on the cops and shot the cops, and the cops returned fire, killing him down in Detroit. Have you had any problems with that?
Nah. No, you know what? Honestly, believe it or not, it's not that the crime rate down here is not that high. It's not that high down here, man. It's not that bad, bro.
That's because it's too damn hot to be out there acting up. It's too damn hot.
I mean, you know what?
What?
Most of it is further south Texas. It's further like the southern part of Texas,
south
part of Texas.
Like
right?
what? Dallas?
Like,
what? Dallas or what?
Yeah, right.
Dallas.
You know, more towards like Dallas, the Dallas area. What's that other city?
Houston? Is it Houston? Houston?
Yeah, Dallas, Houston. Dallas and Houston are probably like the highest crime areas.
Those are big cities, though. Yeah, those are big cities.
Right, because those are the busiest ones. But it's like I said, it's more toward. It's like, well, we're in Central Texas.
Okay.
Where I'm at, this is Central Texas. So I mean, I put it like this to you, man. Like when we first moved down here, we hardly saw any cops out on the streets, man, hardly at all during the daytime, man.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, where we live at, we barely seen a cruiser anywhere, man. I mean, even in the suburbs down here, man,
Now,
you barely see a cop anywhere.
You living in Austin, which is the capital of Texas, right?
Right.
Okay. Austin is small. I used to party in Austin when I was down in Fort Hood. Austin is not really that big.
I mean, it's not small, but I mean, it's not, like I said, it's just, like I said again, it's just, like I said, it's not as bad as some people, like, oh, man, you go to Texas, man, you're going to get shot up, man. That's where they shoot people at, man. And,
No.
And it's not like that at all.
I know it's not like that. It wasn't like that back when I was down there in the late 70s. It wasn't like that. It wasn't.
Exactly.
No, it was cool. I don't think I ever had an issue in Texas when I was down there, except for Harker Heights, when we were speeding through Harker Heights. We was on our way to Fort Sam Houston to kick it down there, and we were speeding, and one of the statey boys pulled us over. But he was cool. He let us go. He saw we was in the military. He let us go. But that was the only time I had to stop or had to deal with anything down there while I was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not bad. I mean, it's not as bad as everybody. I mean, like I said, yeah, the worst thing we deal with this summer. The worst thing we deal with down here in the summertime is a whole week of triple-degree weather.
Yeah. They had to cancel training quite a few times for us when we was down there because it was too hot.
So, air conditioning down here is a must.
The last time I was in Texas, if I can remember, I was down in Victoria, Texas. I was taking a prisoner. We were transporting a prisoner from Canton, Ohio Sheriff Department down to Victoria, Texas Sheriff Department. We had to transport him. That's the last time I've been down, and I was in 90, I want to say 93, 94. That's the last time I've been down there.
You drove that?
Yeah, we drove down. Me and my partner drove down, and we drove him from here all the way down to Victoria, Texas.
What did you do? Did you have to use go to a hotel or something?
No, we just drove straight.
No kidding.
Yeah, we drove straight.
Wow.
Cerise, hold on, she watching. Hold on, I'm gonna try to connect both of y'all on the call. Cerise?
Yeah.
What's up? Now, what I want you to do is to call my other number. That way I can have both phones going. Wait. Mo, are you still on?
Yeah.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
You hear good? Okay, well then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cool. Okay, so, Knuckles, what's happening?
This Knuckles. I keep trying to tell you my name is Knuckles.
I know. Knuckles, how you doing? What's going on?
All right. I was just calling. I'm calling here because I know you guys are talking about the whole police situation. But I want to talk about that right now. What I called in to say is I'm kind of like tired of I'm questioning my job and my position. Now I love what I do. I cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm still a little uncomfortable about, the openings of all hair salons and barbershops. Now, I'm always on my toes about sanitation, cleaning this and cleaning that and making sure we have necessities to keep the salon clean overall.
Okay.
I can't, the opening.
Oops. Go ahead.
What's going on? Obviously, this whole coronavirus thing is bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
So, only thing that I can do is, take precautions, like we all are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just getting kind of frustrated about, the wearing of the mask in the hair salon. It gets hot. It's uncomfortable. We have to wear this from sun up to sundown. Basically, the time we open to the time we're done with the last customer, and it gets very uncomfortable. It's actually challenging also because, we're on our feet, we're around hot tools, as hair dryers and flat irons and etc. Okay, then you have the customers who also, is uncomfortable because of whatever they're going through. So I've been hearing that people who are going by the rules and certain stipulations to stay safe is still getting the virus. Now, in my cases, I don't know who comes and goes. I don't know where everyone lives or how they live. So I'm questioning my position in my field.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of anxious in a way because I'm not giving up because this is what I love to do. This is my career. This is all I have. But it's getting kind of challenging, and I'm kind of having a small doubt because of what's going on. I don't want to get the COVID. Who wants to get it? Because the symptoms is bad, then the recovery, I heard, is worse.
Let me say this, Sharice.
Go ahead.
Did you know that Letitia had it?
Oh my God! See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, she worked in a hospital.
Did she try her best to not get the?
Well, she works in the hospital, so it's bound to get her. She's in that hospital around sick people. So let me say this, and Mo, you can chime in if you like. It's not a way to not get it, but it's a way to stay healthy and fight it just in case. You got to have a lot of vitamin D. You got to have a lot of vitamin C, because those things help your immune system. Your immune system is what helps fight that COVID. So a lot of people, like in the nursing homes and stuff like that, the reason why they were getting sick and dying because they're stuck inside the house. They're not out in the sun getting any vitamin D. Vitamin D comes. You can go stand in the sun for a couple hours and get a healthy dose of vitamin D. But if you in the house all the time with a mask on, you're lowering your oxygen intake, and you're lowering your risk, and you're lowering your chances of getting vitamin D because you're not getting any sun. You're not getting any exercise. You're not getting sun. You're laying in the bed all day, watch TV. You're walking around inside the nursing home. So that's why they were getting sick and dying. If you want to assure that if you do get it, you'll be healthy enough to fight it, you got to exercise. You got to get vitamin D, vitamin C in your system. Drink enough water. You got to stay healthy. Eat your vitamins. Eat your green vegetables.
Right.
Because that gives you the iron that you need. Oh, my mama calling. I can't put all three of y'all on this phone. Mama Sax calling in. I'm about to call her. I'm about to call her and tell her to call the other phone. Yeah, but so Mo, you still there?
Yeah.
What you think about that?
Me personally, like I said, I don't like talking about that because I told you last time my feelings on that matter. So I don't really, because people not gonna like what I got to say about it, and the only thing I can tell you is really, like I've always said, because me and my wife argue about it all the time. We talk about it, that I really don't believe in this whole thing.
I have my theories too, Mo. You're not the only one. I have my theories, so I agree. Mama Sax?
I just wanted to know it's not a theory.
Your guests have to say about what is being asked from Sharice, okay?
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. I got Knuckles on the phone and I got Maurice on the phone. So I got you. So I got three of y'all on the line, and I got a guest in the studio. So Mama Sax, what is it
I just wanted to know what your guests have to say because I haven't heard him speak yet.
Okay? He did. You must have came in late.
Okay, so again, I'm in the industry that service all types types of life, aside cats and dogs. But I'm doing the best that I can to keep precaution on this COVID, okay? And it's challenging, and I get just a little bit discouraged because I am feeling as though, okay, if I get it, this is my only job. How can I regroup? How can I regroup, not just physically, not just mentally, but also financially? I have a family just like everyone.
Well, let me ask you a question.
On the show.
Did you get your stimulus check?
Excuse me?
Did you get your stimulus check?
My stimulus?
Yeah.
No, I ain't get that yet.
What?
Really? Wow. That's
No. So this is the thing. So I have to be made to come back to work because I'm not being financially compensated by my governor that I voted for, and I didn't vote for my president. But since that our Americans did, we vote for whoever president to take care of us, and it's not being reciprocated in a way.
Man, a lot of people I know got that
We've been shut down automatically.
Surprised she didn't get it.
Okay. Hold on, we've been shut down automatically in the heartbeat, in the instant, a split second.
right.
And we got to now recover from that quick split second of a decision that our governor and our Senate chose. So it's kind of not fair that we have to re-up now and do things to re-up on the money and the time that we lost.
What you mean by re-up?
In my industry,
What you
I
mean
don't
by
work
re-up?
for no one but myself, so it's extra harder for me.
Knuckles
And
talking
I have
shit.
other people who works with me in the same situation or
Don't.
similar situation.
What do you mean by re-up, Knuckles?
Re-up meaning I got to do things to make ends meet as it was 3-4 months ago.
What you out there slinging dope?
Well, like I said.
Oh no!
I didn't get my stimulus.
Hey Mo, you didn't hear that, did you, Mo? You didn't hear that, did you?
Yeah. I heard that.
You heard?
So since I ain't getting my stimulus, I got to do what I got to do because now half of my income has been cut down because I only can do 2 to 3, maybe 4 clients per day because you can't have no more than 10 in the whole building.
Wow.
So you tell me what this election, this next presidential election, my vote. How should I do my vote? Should I not vote at all, or should I vote just to be in the same predicament I am in 2020?
Okay. Now
Being
listen.
an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur in this business, to where I did try to apply for the SBA loan, and they only gave me a certain or only was going to approve me for a certain dollar amount that I probably can make by myself in a month, and then they go and hit my credit and it's ruined.
Okay.
So it's like I'm back into the rut years ago.
All right.
I was trying to get out of, and I'm here today. No, I don't want to do that. So my vote is supposed to count this election. What should I do?
Let me answer your question though. Mama Sax, you still there? She must have hung up. Did she hang up? Yeah, she hung up. Okay, Knuckles. All right, let me give you my advice. It's not the Republican Party that's giving you this hard time. It's not. It's the Democratic Party. So to answer,
we don't know that. No, I don't agree with that. But okay.
To answer your question,
Don't start that.
I'm trying to answer your question. The Democratic Party is the ones that's giving Trump a hard motherfucking time. They the ones that's trying to take control of it to decide who gets what and how much money goes out and what. It's all a farce right now, I'm trying to tell you. All right? It's the Democratic Party. They're the ones that's making it hard for you. They're the ones that's coming up with these dumbass fucking rules, excuse my language, these dumb rules deciding on who comes in your shop, who goes back to school, who goes to work, what opens up, it's them. So if you weren't worrying about your vote come this November, all I can say is vote in your best interest. I can say vote Republican because they are in your best interest. But I don't want you to think that I'm trying to persuade you into voting Republican. But I want you to do some research. Do it on your own, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. And then you make your own decision based on that. Because the people who's trying to get you hooked up are the ones that's getting blocked by the Democrats. That's all I can say. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm sorry you having issues like that with the job. I don't think that's cool that they're limiting your clientele based on this COVID. I'm with Mo on this COVID. I think this whole COVID is a bunch of bullshit. I did research, and I did an experiment on Google. And I say y'all can go do it too, see for yourself. But then again, they might have blocked it by now because everybody started doing it. When I exposed it, everybody started doing it, and then Google caught on to it and started blocking it. I went on Google and I typed in 300 new COVID cases in Ohio. I typed it in.
Okay.
And then when I hit send,
I researched that same thing.
they put that up.
The numbers are steady going up.
It was going up based on what people putting on Google.
Asymptomatic, they're not taking the test unless they're being made for whatever reason to take it, and they found out, oh, well, he or she has the COVID.
Did you know?
The numbers are going up.
But did you know that they was putting fake numbers out? It was people in line going to take the test, got tired of waiting in line, turned around and left, went home, later got a notice in the mail or phone call saying they tested positive. How could you test positive for fucking COVID and you never took the test? You see what I'm saying? They needed those numbers because they get paid by the numbers.
In every case, yeah,
they get paid. The hospitals get paid. Yeah. So they inflating these numbers for the money. That's all it is.
I believe that too. But I believe that, and I also believe the people who are positive of this virus or disease or bacteria, whatever the hell you want to call it.
It's a virus. They
are actually dying from it. And
not all of them.
If they don't die, they are recovering with a hard recovery. So I'm not blind also. So if the numbers don't match the people who are actually positive, okay, then that's what I go by what I see. Okay, the numbers can say one thing, but what I actually see is too many people actually dying or recovering with a bad recovery.
Okay, hold on. I want my guest to comment on that. Can you comment on that, Perry?
Yeah, it's what about the inflated numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think. First of all, I don't discount this COVID. All right.
Okay.
I don't think it's as bad as the media leads us to believe. I really don't.
Right.
Do people die from it? Sure. But what they're not telling you is it's the immune deficient people most of the time.
Yes.
Yes. Like healthy people.
Healthy people are surviving it and going home.
Right.
All right. They're like
Letitia.
They're surviving it.
Trying to get over it. It's not, they're still weak.
Wait a minute. Listen, Knuckles. I have a very close friend that works for the state. He's a state corrections officer. He works down in Lima, one of them places. He just came home from it. He had it maybe 5 days ago.
Okay. They
kept him in ICU for 3 days. He came out of it. He's fine.
Was he on the ventilator?
I think they had him on the ventilator. I believe they did.
Yeah,
But he was, by him being young and strong, it helped him get through it.
Right.
So like I said, if your immune system, if you're strong and healthy, you have a strong chance of beating it and going home. If you got underlying conditions, bad health conditions, it's just going to make the bad health work. Just like, and this is off the subject, but it's towards my point. People keep saying, well, George Floyd died because dude had his knee on his neck. Well, it's a combination of things that caused that man to die too.
Right.
He had fentanyl all up in his system. He had another drug in his system that causes his body to shut down or something. So all that played a part in his death, not just the knee on the neck,
Right.
but his overall health condition with all the drugs in the system caused him to also die too. So if you got bad health, you go in there with bad lungs, bad heart, bad respiratory issues, you got all these issues that can shut down, and you got a virus that's beating up those issues, it's just gonna speed up the process of you dying. That's what that is. But if you're healthy, if you're healthy.
With him dying like that, they just made an earlier death. They could have just arrested him as usual, put him in the back car, and if he was overdosed or had extra drugs in his system, he would have either died at his home or at the place he was getting high or wherever. So they just made it worse on that. They sped up. I don't know if that's a word. I wouldn't give it that long.
Sped up.
But they took his life earlier than expected. So if they're trying to say the reason why he died, not only because the knee on the neck, is because he had other substance in his body, then that he was fine all the way up until he got arrested. Period. So that right there, I don't care.
What's
That's
his name? Garner.
When nobody has known he was high and had all them drugs in his system.
That the cops was arresting him and he was overweight. And
he didn't die.
And they was arresting him. Garner. What's his first name? What was the guy's name? Mo. That the cop. He was selling the cigarettes in New York. Eric Garner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now remember, he had health problems. Right. He was overweight. He had diabetes. He had respiratory issues. And by them wrestling I think he was like 300 some out, 350 something. He was overweight.
Right.
And by them wrestling to the ground to try to get him under control, and they had their weight on top of him, and all his excess weight and his bad health caused his death. So
yeah, but he also had him in a chokehold as well too.
Yeah, he had him in a chokehold too.
And I've always told you this in the past, Zach. My thing is, when you got a 501 situation, you should be able to handle one man. I don't care how big they are.
I agree.
You got 501.
I
You
agree.
should be able to take them down. There's no reason why you should have to do anything extra, even the taser thing.
Right. I agree.
never understood that in the first place.
I agree.
I support law enforcement all the time, but there's some things that I don't agree with that they do.
Now,
like when you got 5 people and one person,
yeah.
Why you gotta put him in a chokehold? Why you gotta hit him with a taser? Why you gotta hit him with a stick?
Unless that one guy's Superman.
They train you how to do proper takedown.
That's true. That's true.
There's a drug that people do and it makes them.
Well, it makes them strong, but I don't think he was on drugs. They wasn't. I don't think none of those cases they were on drugs. But Mo, you know, like I know, a lot of these cops are not taking their CPT training. You know that, and I know that. That's why a lot of them are screwing up out here on takedowns because they're not going back to training. They take a training, they go to training maybe every 3-4 years. If they mandated to go, they're supposed to go every fucking year. You and I go every year. You and I go every year. But a lot of them don't. They don't take their mandated training like they're supposed to. So that's the fault. That's the fault of the department.
If the officer supposed to go to the class or get a certain certificate of anything to keep his badge current, as the same as my license. Every year or two, I have to keep up my license. If I do not renew, or I have to have 5 to 8 hours every 2 years.
Right.
On sanitation and the proper communication, sales, everything in the book to run my business. If I don't keep that current, they are not going to license me and then fine me on top of it,
right? And
then tell me I can't no longer work under my license,
right?
Period. So if that's a stipulation just for my job of cutting hair, how come a person of that type of in that type of field don't have just as much as responsibility to make sure that badge stay current and appropriate?
They do. They just don't.
How come they get a slap on the wrist?
They do. They just don't. They are mandated every year. I go every year. Mo go every year. We are mandated to go every year. It's administration.
Okay, but you said that they don't. So
They don't because the administration don't push it.
Are they on probation for 90 days?
Listen. Administration. You got administration that runs the CPT training. They're responsible to make sure that Maurice go to his training every year. Saxman go to his training every year. Perry go to his training every year. There's a calendar. You know, it's time to go to your CPT training. Get your ass in there. Punch the clock. Get your ass to do your training. You're mandated 24 hours additional training every year for CPT training to keep your license current. You're mandatory to do that. It's up to administration to make them go. And if administration is lax on making sure they go, that's their fault. It's the administration's fault for not following up on these officers. That's the problem. I've had this discussion.
Okay, so stop worrying about arresting the 4 cops who killed this young man, and arrest not also them, but the administrative office building people. Period.
I agree. I agree with you on that. It needs to be accountability all the way up to the top. I agree. I would not fight that issue with you. I agree. Because that's the only way that you're going to make it stop and make cops accountable. I truly agree with you. But they don't do it. They don't do it.
So
that's why, I'm sorry.
How are we going to make them start?
Well, there's a woman by the name of Mariah Crenshaw. Mo, you know what I'm talking about. She worked. She's the founder of Chasing Justice. She is making waves in the departments. She's the reason why they run around talking about defunding the police and dismantling the police. She's breaking down an entire police department in East Cleveland. She's about to wipe them completely out.
Really?
Yep. She's dead on it.
So,
She
wipe
owned
them
them
out and then.
because the entire department is out of compliance.
Oh, so you mean basically you just
wipe them
all
out.
new cops?
Well,
Out of compliance.
okay,
Every last one.
so off that, but recently I have a friend, a close friend, and she lost one of her family members to a tragic death.
Mm-hmm.
The black on black crime type thing. That's what I'm gonna speak about real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
And they shot him dead. Okay, young guy, they shot him dead.
Here in Cleveland?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
No, in Akron.
In Akron. Okay.
Okay. So I want to know, how come we won't protest against that?
Oh, here we go.
That's a great point.
Okay, let's start with this.
How come we won't? We're tired of people killing people, period.
Let's start. Hey,
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
About crime on human crime on human crime. I mean, why are we not hooping and hollering about that?
All right.
Because I have a son, and eventually he's going to be on his own and have his own friends and.
He's almost 18,
people,
right?
You know.
He's almost 18?
Him that's probably not good for him. And he can, I don't want that, but he can be around some people that don't quite like him and maybe hurt him. Maybe not kill him, but hurt him. Why are we not protesting about looking for justice for this man who got shot?
Okay, stop. Let us talk. We're going to talk. You know I did a show on this. I don't know if you saw it, but I did a show on this. During the Father's Day weekend, you know it was 104 people shot and killed in Chicago. Nobody protested. Nobody said nothing. And out of those 104 people, there were 3 teenagers, 2 toddlers. Nobody protested shit.
Right.
Yet they destroyed a whole goddamn country over George Floyd.
Right.
But they said nothing about those people in fucking Chicago. All right, Father's Day. Just the other weekend, There were several shootings in New York, Atlanta, Detroit. Nobody. The only time they was about to protest was when that black kid got shot by those cops.
Right.
Because they were serving that warrant on that dude.
Okay.
But when it was black on black, you didn't hear shit.
Right. And as a white guy, you know, I go to my at the top of my street. There's a bar that I go to once in a while, and good friends in there. And you know how you get to have a few beers and you start running your mouth and talking and bullshitting. Well, and everybody in there, like with the Black Lives Matter. First of all, shouldn't all lives matter?
Well, I say it all the time. All lives matter. Don't all lives matter include black lives too?
That should.
Mo, what you say?
Is he there?
Come on, Mo.
Here's the thing.
Mo done sat around and got him a beer and he done went to sleep and drinking a beer, chilling and stuff. What? I'm sorry, Mo. Go ahead.
I mean, I get what you're saying, Zach, but the thing is this. I mean, yeah, you're right. There should be a march for everything and what's going on, especially black on black crime or anything like that. But the thing about it is what people are getting tired with, especially African Americans, what they're getting tired of is these cops constantly pouncing on them, okay? And then they're saying, oh, I'm in fear of my life, you know, or I didn't know what else to do. I was scared of the situation, you know, or I mean, you just pulling people.
But come on, Mo. Mo, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait, Mo. Stop. You had 104 people murdered in 2 days in Chicago.
Right.
That number surpassed all the black people that cops killed in 3 and 4 years. That don't even match. That number don't even match. It don't match. Think about it, Mo. People want to burn down something for maybe 2 or 3 cops killing black people, but 104, and it goes on. Come on, man. You can't keep saying, well, black people are tired of cops. Wait a minute. Shouldn't black people be tired of black people? Shouldn't black people get tired of fucking black people?
But they're more or less get frustrated because it's like the people who's supposed to be protecting us, or, you know, they're supposed to be protecting and serving or whatever. I mean, it's like that video you were just talking about. That video you was talking about. That dude literally looked at the camera and said, you about to get your ass whooped on social media.
Do you know why he did that?
And then,
do you know why he did that?
I know why he said it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter why. The thing about it is you didn't have to yank that kid out by his neck.
How else are you supposed to get a guy? How else are you supposed to get a guy who's non-compliant, who's refusing to get out of the car? How else are you supposed to remove a man, a sitting guy in a sitting seat?
You could have yanked him out by his arm. You could have pulled him out. Once he took that seatbelt up, you could have yanked him by his arm and his hand.
And the guy pulls back. Okay. And then the guy pulls back. He grabs onto the steering wheel. He holds on the steering wheel and he snatches back. Now what?
You keep trying to pull him out. That's what you're trying for.
So therefore, you run a risk of hurting yourself, getting hurt, or another officer getting hurt, just yanking on a guy, trying to be nice to him.
Mr. Saxman.
Trying to be nice.
Saxman show.
Right. Trying to be nice.
I can't understand Mo. I don't know if he's on speaker or you got him on speaker, but it's like an echo on my end, and I really want to hear what he has to say about that.
Okay, hang up and call my number. All right, call my number. Yep, hang up, call my number. All right.
Okay.
I was looking up. There's a video that Chris Rock did. That's on YouTube. It's how to not get your ass kicked by the police.
How not to get your ass kicked by the police.
That's what I was looking up.
It's so simple. Comply.
Comply.
When you sit there with the phone in his face, talking about what you ain't gonna do, you aggravating the situation. Right. They always want the police to de-escalate. Why we can't want the civilian to de-escalate? Right. You have the opportunity.
You know what, Zach? I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
All right.
Okay, and then I would say it like this: did you ever see the video on Facebook where the sheriff of Broward County was talking? It was he was quoted. He was saying, I read bits and pieces of it. It was basically he was saying that people are saying the police needs to be retrained, need to be trained, but it's not the police. He said, what he said was, we're dealing with a group of kids. We're dealing with a group now, a different entity now where they were not taught boundaries and they weren't taught how to respect people the proper way.
That's true.
So retraining doesn't do anything, but that's not true.
No, that is true, Mo.
I mean,
yes, it is, because, wait. Let me explain something to you.
Why? Okay, Zach.
Okay, but...
Wait. You know why, Zach? You know why?
Why?
Because you think about it, again, it goes back to assessing a situation. Okay, so this kid's he's not complying. So let's assess the situation. What are we going to do? Are we going to grab him out of his neck, knowing that we're going to get in trouble? Well, that was in 2019, so that wasn't a big issue back
Right,
then.
exactly. That's why they put it up now. But wait, Mo. They're showing old videos now to continue to stir up the hatred. They done brought up videos I've seen 2-3 years ago that they trying to make it so like it just happened. Because they want to stir up shit.
And I see that.
What's the point?
So, no, the point is this. They want a division between black people and the police. They want that. They want it.
They want a division between white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, Mexicans, of all descent. I don't care.
It's a control thing. It's a control thing.
Or color. It's police because that's the forefront. Because they have over the citizens or the city. They want certain people who are, again, I respect everybody's religion. I believe in God.
Go ahead.
But it's bigger than us. The devil wants to divide all love, care, concern, anything that's positive that we're trying to do that we are now tired of getting neglected, disrespected, judged, ridiculed about anything that we do as humans. In my opinion, on the religious part, is bigger than everybody that's breathing. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree. I'm not looking for you to agree. I'm not trying to convince you other. But I'm not trying to disagree. Is trying to manipulate everyone of a such who's trying to be closer. You might say get to heaven. Have brownie points to get to heaven, to be on God's right side, however you want to take it. And people looking at the physical point of it all. Okay, so they use the police. They use black on black. They use black on white. They use interracial marriages. They use the LGBT, the gay community. It's whatever is weak, that's going to that's going to show.
All right, Knuckles.
Whatever is weak, whatever the people feel that they can manipulate, they're going to use it. It don't matter. It's who is the best dressed,
Knuckles.
Who looks better, who has more money.
Knuckles.
And if we see the weaker things of that, it's going to be used against us.
Okay. Wait. Slow down. I got a question for Mo. I hear you. I agree with you. I hear you. I got a question for Mo. Mo, why is it that other cultures, other countries, other people of other ethnic groups that been through through slavery, Asia went through slavery, India went through slavery, the Jewish people went through it, the African people, the Irish went through slavery. Why is it that all those other countries and other people that's been through racism can come out of it and prosper and become millionaires, important people, special people, can get on with their life except for black people? Why is only black people the only ones that stuck?
Because we fight ourselves. That's why. We don't come together as a culture because you got to have the best this and best that. We competitive. We compete with each other. Our culture, not me and you who's on the phone, not the guy next to you. Our culture competes with each other, so we can't never gain and fight for what's right, just like they stuck together, their culture stuck together, and fought for their culture. That's why. And they stick together. Now, I'm not saying they're good, bosom buddies, best friends, but they stuck together enough to prosper. We can't, as a culture, do that. You know why? How I know? I had first experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw it with my own eyes, and I've been in the situation where I had to come against that.
Now,
And guess what? And it's sad to say that the opposite culture, okay, of me, okay, helped me quicker than my actual culture. Now
Okay.
you tell me. Now you tell me what. Now you tell.